Okay, I've tried starting this a different way so I don't have that face when, the video freeze frames. But I know it's been absolutely forever since I've updated everybody. And a lot of you have reached out, and I really, really appreciate it. Obviously I've been in a funk. There's no other way to explain it. I am at that point where it's hard. And that's the only way I can think of to describe it. So went out to MD Anderson beginning of February, or mid-February. Had a great visit. Met with the one of the oncologists in the research department. He was really positive. I felt a lot better walking out of there. He didn't want to try anything right now since the chemo that I'm on is working, which I don't know if I updated. I can't remember. Short-term memory is really taking a hit with chemo. I mean, on a daily basis, I walk out of work, I'm like, where in the hell is my car? It's bad. But anyway, my PET scan was great. And me and my personality, I was actually disappointed that it wasn't, it was still detectable. I wanted it to be no trace, right? But what they do is they measure the uptake of the radioactive isotope that they inject in me, and they found that where, like in my lower back, where it was 9.9, it dropped down to 3.1, which is huge, right? I mean, that's how well the more that it uptakes, the more like organized that the tumor is. So, with it dropping off so much, clearly it's starting to fall apart, which is fantastic. But me, in my heart, I wanted it gone. Absolutely gone. I am so desperate to get back to any sense of a normal life. So anyway, that's just an update on the PET scan. So the PET scan was really, really good. Went out to MDA, the guy that I spoke to, the doctor, he was great. He's like, hang in there, you can do it. We know, like on average how these things go, but there have to be those outliers. There's no reason why, I can't be one of those outliers, and he's like looking at Lance Armstrong. He did amazing things, he beat it. And so I felt pretty good coming out of there. And then met with my oncologist to start my last cycle of chemo. Not last, I wish it was my last because I'm in remission, but it was my fourth cycle of chemo. Met with the oncologist, Damon and I did, and she was the biggest biatch, to be nice. I think her ego gets bruised whenever I say we went out to MD Anderson. I think, she's extremely good at what she does. She's very renowned in her field. I get that. We are not going out to MD Anderson to second guess the way that she's treating me. We are going out there to make sure that I have as much options available to me as possible, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is my life. This is my shot that I get at making it through this. And she, the conversation went something like, I told her, I'm going to beat this. And she's like, yeah, you can think that. Which was unreal that she said that to begin with. And I said, look, what about Lance Armstrong? He beat it. And she's like, you know what? I get so frustrated when Lance Armstrong gets up in front of these other stage 4 cancer patients and say, I beat it, you can too. She's like, he had testicular cancer. Doesn't matter that it was his lungs, his brain. She said, everybody beats testicular cancer. We cured that years ago. She's like, that's not you. You have breast cancer. Which I couldn't believe. I mean, she was unreal. I get not wanting to give false hope and they worry about malpractice and lawsuits and everything. But you don't need to take it to the extreme, right? And the other way and say, yeah, all but make some funeral arrangements. You know what I mean? That was really, really hard. Gosh, I swear all I do is cry. But, and so I get it. I know what the odds are, right? I mean, I hear of people dying from triple negative all the time, and I've been trying to stay off the internet and avoid all the literature that's out there. I get it. I don't need my oncologist then beating me down even further. And so, to rally back from that is hard. I'm tired. I'm really tired. And there's a lot of pain. I have lymphedema now in my right arm, so I don't sleep well. And the oncologist's solution is to keep taking massive pain pills. And I'm on a lot of pain medicine, and I don't want to up it anymore. She wants to give me like a fentanyl patch or something, which I'm not okay with. So I'm trying to balance, that. My body's tired. My platelet count was so low. I almost didn't finish my last cycle of chemo. They're at that very dangerous level, which means that I bruise extremely easily. I mean, it was one of those, if you bump your head, you got to come back in because we need to make sure you don't have any internal bleeding, type situations, which is hard too. You should see my body of what it looks like, just from walking and hitting a door, and just these unbelievable deep purple bruises that I get, and they're all over my body, that piece is hard. Like, it hurts to touch. Like, Damon will try to give me a hug or something like that, and that hurts. I try to get up, like, I try to drink lots of water, and I have to get up to go to the bathroom, like, in the middle of the night, right, from drinking so much water, and my legs hurt so bad that I almost can't walk over to the bathroom, let alone try to sit down, you know what I mean? Because it's such excruciating pain. So I get why people give up, It's hard. I've been praying and praying and praying to God to please, this is it, I know they always say that God can't give you, or doesn't give you more than you can handle, and trust me, I can't handle this, I don't know, I'm at that point that I don't know what to do, so, I'm sorry, I wish I was, more positive, and that's why I've hesitated to do an update, because I knew I couldn't get through it without being super positive. And you guys have been amazing. All of the supportive emails and cards and, donations and everything have honestly what's gotten me to this point. We have them all over the house. I have things hanging on my bathroom mirror of messages that people have sent me or emailed me. I have it literally everywhere. I've been doing all kinds of projects to try to distract me, and not focus on what's going on. I've painted more walls in my house already. Just trying to stay busy. And obviously, I'm still working. I know a lot of you think that I'm not working, but I am. I'm trying really hard. And thankfully, Oppenheimer's been so flexible with me, or I could never do it. But it helps to go in every day and see people, because I am dangling over that cliff, I walk in to Beckham's room at night, or the boys' room when they're sleeping, and it's so hard not to have that overwhelming feeling like this is it, I'm never gonna have that opportunity to see them put to bed, or, that's what's hard. I hear Beckham cry out in the middle of the night, "Mama, Mama." And I can't help but have that thought, like, please God, let me be here to always go in when he says, "Mama."
don't want him crying out and have me not be here. So, I mean, God, please let them find a cure or let me beat this. You know, all I can ask for you guys is please keep praying. Please keep praying. I'm sorry, I'm such a mess. But like I said, this is really hard. There's no way that you could ever prepare yourself for something like this. And the thoughts that keep coming into your head and trying to counteract them and just, you know, have that frame of mind that I am going to beat this. I can do it. I can do it. You know, I feel like the devil he puts those thoughts in my head and he, you know, puts me in as much pain as possible so that I want to give up. You know, I just, yeah, I feel like at this point that I will never be normal. And I keep telling myself I have to believe that I will be. So anyway, I'm due for another PET scan here, and I'm petrified of it. I start my 5th cycle this Thursday, which is scary in itself because they worry between the 5th and 8th cycles that you'll have some type of allergic reaction to the carboplatin. So this Thursday will be the Gemzar and the carboplatin that I get. But yeah, I wish I had more to say to you guys. I wish I was more upbeat. But I've got to rally right now because I need to get to work. So I've got to pull myself together and put on my happy face and go into work. And then all the boys will be back on Wednesday because, you know, we split 50-50 custody with the 3 older ones. But I love you guys. I do. Much love to you. And like I said, I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have given. I could never, ever do it without you guys. Yeah, so much love to you. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. I hope that, you know, you're taking the time to spend with your loved ones and your kids and your family and your friends. You know, work is work. Don't let it get to you, right? It's totally not worth it at all. But all right, love you guys.